tuning in to watch this video. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for new punk rock videos every week and tap the bell to get notified when new videos drop. My name is Erin Micklow, and I'm here with No Consent. Introduce yourselves.
I'm Cody Kilberger. I'm the bassist.
I'm Tyler Womack. I'm the lead singer and the rhythm guitar.
I'm Carlos Cervantes. I'm lead guitar and vocals.
And I'm Shane Anderson. I play drums.
Well, so Tyler, you just got married 2 days ago. Can we talk about that? You're here in town. I heard on another podcast you were talking about it, and it was like your booking agents wanted to book you a show, and you're like, "Fuck you, I'm getting married."
That was the San Diego show. We were supposed to play that, and luckily another band dropped, and so flip-flop. You know how the whole music scene works is luckily sometimes you just get lucky. Yeah. So we got lucky, really.
And you've got your family here tonight. You've got all your kids and everything. And then, so you said you were like doing kind of a bit of a honeymoon after this?
Yeah, so I think in June we're like taking time off in June from the shows because we've just been nonstop touring and doing stuff and interviews and stuff like this. Yeah. So we're just going to go to like Hawaii or something, just get away. I've never been to Hawaii, she has, but
that's so nice.
It's going to be cool.
Well, congratulations. That's so exciting. I was actually in here setting up, and your best man, I was talking with him while he was drinking, and he was helping me.
Right.
He was talking about how he flew in, and it sounds like you guys have like a really tight circle. Obviously, you guys being from Big Bear, it is a smaller town. Can you talk about, starting the band there and what the scene is like?
So back in the day, there was more of a scene. I guess when we were in high school, there was a lot of punk bands and metal bands, and then everyone, I guess, grows up and grows out of that. And I guess we never did. So here we are. But yeah, there's not much of a scene. The scene's kind of coming back in Big Bear. I think thanks to us, not to take credit for shit or anything. I think we're just lucky to be where we are. But yeah, Big Bear's super small town. There's nothing that comes out of Big Bear besides like the line. The line was like the only thing ever that came out of Big Bear, and snowboarding, people that snowboard and stuff. But so we're just stoked to honestly be where we're at and be here.
Well, and I know some of your friends have done some work for the Gun Sharks.
Oh,
right?
Cool. Yeah.
I was like, there's punk in Big Bear. That was like kind of the first time I heard about it.
Right. It's starting to come back just literally with us and them, and then there's like this kid band, like they're 15, 16-year-old kids, and they like look up to us, and we're like, fuck, I guess that's what we used to do to all the other punk bands. So shit, okay, let's go. So
that's
it's really cool. It's cool to see the next generation, even after us, is bringing it back.
Well, so how did all of you guys meet to form the band?
Fuck. So us three minus Carlos, we had another guitarist, and he ended up having a falling out, and so we got Carlos. We've all known him for a while. He was in another band up there. We've all been in bands in McBear and shit, but these two guys, Cody and Shane, have been friends since like we were little kids. And his girlfriend is like one of my best friend's sister. So in turn, I became like friends with them, and I've lived on his couch multiple times, and yeah, so thanks for the couch.
Well, Carlos, what is your nickname? You had a nickname. It was
I have so many.
What is it? The because you shred the finger one. What is it?
Shreddy McFinger Blaster. Yeah. Thank you, Landon.
Shreddy McFinger Blaster.
Yeah, that name stuck, Landon. Thank you. Landon's he's our booking agent, so I hope he hears this.
It's cute. You should make shirts with that.
With you with the guitar over your head?
Well, so one of your guys' most popular songs, "Live Fast," right? I was listening on the other podcast. You were making fun of it, and you were like, "Live fast, eat ass."
Yeah, live fast. We like to have fun.
Do you think that you should make like kind of like an Al Yankovic style parody with that of like? Do you?
Oh yeah, we do.
They're not safe for.
They're not PG.
Can I hear some of them?
No.
Like, have you ever heard there's like the Slipknot cover, and they're like, licking. What is it?
Being gay and sucking balls.
Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, it's along those lines.
It's a
So.
lot of gay.
We're very open with our sexuality.
Well, you're up in the mountains, so you know. Well, so can we talk about, you guys kind of formed the band, you know, before the pandemic in 2019. Can we talk about, you know, some of your favorite parts about forming this band and some of the struggles you guys faced? Because obviously, like many other bands in the pandemic, it's just hard. Like there weren't shows, you know, people had time to write, but not really time to get out there and play. Can you talk about how it was for you guys and especially starting this band?
I mean, yeah. Honestly, we just started out of originally was Tyler's old house. That was just kind of like, you know, it was just like a studio. Had a mattress over the door, neighbors bitching at us. Then we went to his garage. We just kept going and going, starting from nothing.
Yeah,
And,
if you put like your feet off my bed, that was the drum set.
yeah,
right there.
yeah, it was cramped. And then we started playing small shows during COVID that didn't care about the mandate, you know, people rebelling. So we played at small places in Apple Valley, like Johnson Valley, middle of nowhere desert shows. And then slowly, as things started opening up more and more, here we are, getting lined up to things bigger than we could have imagined. So we started from very, very small, and here we are today. What, 2 years? About 2 years.
That's amazing.
And to be determined. Yeah, let's see.
Well, no, so yeah, obviously tonight you guys are the opening band for CRO-MAGS and the Exploited, which is huge. You
Right,
know, I mean,
right.
this is an
Honored to
amazing
be here.
opportunity. Congratulations.
Definitely. Hell
You
yeah.
guys must be so excited.
We are. We're hiding it.
This place
Very
is
excited.
amazing too. The blast
Yeah.
was awesome. So
I think it's really funny that, you know, they'll have punk bands play these like really ornate theaters here in downtown Los Angeles.
Yeah, you know?
it does
Keep it
not look
classy.
like 1,500 punks belong here, but
Yeah.
they're gonna be here. So
And you were
see some
saying,
shit.
yeah, you were saying tonight when you were sound checking, Waddy from the Exploited came out, was taking pictures of you.
yeah, that was nerve wracking to say the least.
I
That's,
saw him over there. I was like, I better not fuck up right now.
yeah.
Shreddy McFinger. What is
Blast
it?
Finger Blaster. At your service, Waddy.
Yeah, that's a legend and definitely an idol of ours. So that was
Same.
like, holy shit.
I was saying for me, you know, the Exploited was one of the very first punk bands I got into.
I wear this every day, not just tonight.
Yeah, in high school too. And it was, you know, when I interviewed him, it was a dream, and always seeing him and, you know, becoming friends was awesome.
You
Like
got to interview him. You know? We're in the same building as him right now, and we're supposed to be. You know, like
you're supposed to be. Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, fans were already lining up when I was coming in to see you guys. You know, there was somebody waiting already. And at first I thought he worked here. And then he's like, no, wait, he drove from far away and he was just like here to be here. And he knew of you guys. I was like, oh, I'm interviewing the opening band. No, and he's like, no consent. And I was like, yeah.
right? It's crazy. He said it in like the last podcast we did. Is like sometimes we see people and they're wearing our shirts and it's like, who the fuck are you? And where did you get that shirt? You know what I mean? But then we realized we play shows fucking everywhere. So, you know, it's weird to start a band in our garage. And then now it's like, you know who the fuck we are? You know what I mean? Like my mom forgets my name sometimes. Fuck, you know?
obviously with all these big shows, tonight's show, tomorrow you're playing with Guttermouth, you have some shows coming up with TSOL, the Adolescents, all of these just really iconic bands. Can you talk about the things that you guys do to, prepare for a show, some like rituals you have, your habits, like getting ready for these shows where you really want to turn out and like impress?
It's usually just lots in practice and, rehearsals and just trying to nail it down. And I guess big ones like these, we try to treat it a little bit less like a party until we play, and then we'll be a wreck by the end of the night. But
A lot of Red Bull.
yeah, shit,
A lot of Red Bull.
I'm like hyped on Red Bull right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just try to give our best performance, and now I guess it's becoming more than just us. It's becoming people actually want to come here and listen to us and listen to our music, or we have fans all over the fucking world, supporters, whatever you want to call them.
We love you guys.
Yeah, it blows their mind.
so
You know what I mean?
much.
It's just cool.
That's amazing. That's so exciting. Well, so with you guys too, can you talk about, you guys having the successes that you are having as such a young band, a band that's only been a band for about 3 years. What advice would you give to other bands that are kind of up and coming and, to achieve some of the things you have? Because, we all know the music industry, sometimes it'll be, you get lucky, you catch a break, but what's obviously it's a lot of work involved too. So what would you say to other bands that were just starting out, to kind of get to where you are now in such a fast time?
In such a fast time, I have no idea. Honestly, I don't know why we're going as good as we're going.
Keep on. We make content. Don't stop. Know the right people, and just never stop making new stuff and throwing it out there.
Hone your skills. Find skills that you can use to further the band. Video editing, Photoshop's awesome. Anything like that. It's more than just playing music. Playing music's a big part of it, and then if you want to be successful, there's so much more to it. You know what I mean? And people have to see you. If they don't see you, they're never going to hear you.
And then how did you get, obviously it's helpful to have some sort of team behind you. You have a booking agent. For bands watching, how did you get with your booking agent?
Pretty much a lot of the music business, I'm sure, as you've seen, is you scratch my back, I scratch your back. And so I guess we were just kind of in the right place at the right time. I was put on as the booker for the Cave up in the Big Bear, up in Big Bear. And then we met my buddy David, who's our manager now. He's our advisor, whatever you want to call him. He's our wingman, whatever the hell. Dad. Yeah, he's the band dad, pretty much. And we met him, and then he was like, "I've got the perfect guy." He's like, "I know you want to throw punk shows." And I was like, "That's all I want to throw. I don't want to, I don't want cover bands in here and shit. Whatever. If we have to make money, then sure. If that makes the other punk bands come, then cool. Life's good." And so I met Landon, scratched his back hard enough, and he was like, "All right, I guess I'll put you guys on there." And then he's told us, that we actually have talent, so that's another reason why he's putting us on there.
If he says so. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, so lastly, what do you guys have coming up next besides these shows? I saw that you're trying to release a vinyl. Obviously with COVID, all vinyl production was held up.
Test presses just shipped, so we should have test presses in hand
Less than a month.
Yeah, I think I heard something about they got shipped and now something happened with shipping, but now they're found again, and so our test presses should be here soon. So of course, if it's one thing, it's another. So, but we have a bunch of badass shows coming up. We have one with Narcoleptic Youth on the 3rd. Did we figure that was out? Yeah, the 3rd. So we're trying to get through this weekend, and then we'll worry about next weekend.
It's been a busy week for you, getting married and then these really big shows where you want to show up, and it's like, holy cow, that's a lot for 1 week.
Yeah, it's been nice, but it's been hectic.
Okay, guys, well, that's all I have, so I'm going to close with that and say thank you so much for taking the time tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us. Hey, we're No Consent.
And you're watching Last Rockers TV.